We're Ashley and Jordan, and since May of 2019, we've been traveling the world on a mission to keep going places. When you've been traveling as long as we have, you're bound to face some challenges, and today, we make our biggest mistake yet.
It costs us $500 for this. That's painful.
Hi guys, it is a travel day once again. We are leaving Luang Prabang, Laos today and heading off for a new country, a new adventure. Where are we going?
We're going to Hanoi, Vietnam.
Yay! We're gonna spend a couple weeks in Vietnam actually. Hanoi is just the first stop of many.
Yeah, we're gonna go through Hanoi, Ha Long Bay, Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh. Basically north to south is what we're doing.
First step is of course sitting around waiting because the gate is never available and open when you're ready to check in. So we're gonna sit for a minute, check in, and meet you on the other side for a little lounge action.
We have the e-visa, but it's processing right now. Yes. All right, so we just tried getting our boarding passes and checking our luggage, and you do need a visa when you go to Vietnam. We applied 2 days ago for an e-visa to arrive in Hanoi from Luang Prabang, but it takes about 3 days to process. We checked it this morning, and it said that it was still in processing. And they need at least a document or something showing that it's still in process or that you have the e-approval already. So now we have to go get that. They're gonna let us use our computer to see if it's approved yet or if it's still in process. Either way, we should be able to get on our flight to Hanoi. We'll see, and we'll check in with y'all in just a little bit. Alright, that was nice. They let us use their computer. We printed off our e-visa info. It is still pending, unfortunately. So we'll see what they say.
Your first time to Hanoi?
Yes.
E-visa.
Yeah, it's in process.
Can you show me some paper?
Nope. That's all we have.
That's all we have
So, and
right
if it's, we'll do a visa on arrival if not.
Normally you have some paper to show somebody there. And not like this one. I
Yeah.
think you have another one.
No, we're waiting for them.
Yeah, it's the online e-visa.
Yeah,
It's pending.
what I think that.
As expected, they didn't take a paper saying that it's in process because you have to show them that you already have the visa because they stamp it to let you leave.
So we gotta go call the Vietnam immigration office, I believe, and see if they can approve it really fast so we can board our flight. We have about an hour and a half before our flight takes off. Otherwise, we're not flying to Vietnam today. We'll see.
It's saying something.
The call line's busy, so I think I'll wait. Alright, we tried using the phone in the office here, and none of their phones have a plus sign, and so none of our calls will go through because we can't type in, I guess, the area code or the country code to contact the Vietnam Immigration Center. We tried all the different methods. They tried helping us call, tried 3 different numbers, and they're not going through. And our phone plan is not working right now with our T-Mobile International plan here in Laos. It hasn't been. So we found that they have free SIM cards that they give to people when they arrive to Luang Prabang through this airport. They're good for like 1 day. So we're gonna see if that works. We're gonna register and try to call the Vietnam immigration office to see if they can't expedite our e-visas.
Jesus. I remember we had problems with this when we changed phones. The SIM card doesn't fit my phone.
Let's use mine then.
I'm trying.
Oh, you got my phone?
The little free SIM card didn't work on either of our phones. It could never connect to the network it was supposed to be on, so we still cannot even call to ask about our visa, and this is all assuming if we can call, that they'll send it to us, and then we're somehow gonna have to download and print it. So this is kind of a disaster, and I'm trying to regain a little bit of composure, so we'll check in.
No luck.
Either we were scammed on our visa application.
Which I don't think is likely. It was the Vietnam immigration
Well, you would say that because you did.
I did it through the Vietnam immigration office for the e-file.
Or we were just stupid and took a gamble on it being prepared early, and it's just not.
So,
Either way, we're not getting on this flight. We're trying to change it to tomorrow. We're trying to get our bags back. Then we have to go back and find a place to stay with internet to figure all this out.
yeah, so it's supposed to take 3 working days to get the e-visa. We applied for it the morning, which only gave us 2 working days, and it's Friday. I think we've gotten way too comfortable traveling, and we just didn't get ourselves in order.
Well, it would have been fine had we just not tried for the e-visa. We should have just tried for the visa on arrival letter, which you can get a lot faster. I don't know.
Well, it costs more money, and you have to do it takes longer once you get to Vietnam. Yeah, we're gonna have to use some third-party service probably that works on the weekends and holidays, pay a lot more, and pay change fees to fly back to Hanoi. So it's a mess. It's unfortunate.
And all we can do is go back into town because our internet on our phones doesn't work. We can't even look up the cheapest place to stay. So
we'll probably go stay where we just were.
Yeah.
Man, this sucks. Of course, we had to change our flights. Pay a $30 USD change fee per person, but their credit card machine wasn't working, so we had to pull out more cash from the ATM and also get more cash to get a taxi to and from the city center and the airport tomorrow, and lunch and dinner and all that good stuff. So way more steps than expected, and definitely costing a lot more than we wanted.
Okay, got it.
What's the deal?
There's a Vietnamese embassy in Luang Prabang, and they're open tomorrow at 8 a.m. So if we don't get our e-visa, we'll just be there in the morning.
Let's go see how much a tuk-tuk or a taxi costs to get back into town to our old hotel. I see some vans. Let's go ask them.
Next answer, it costs 50,000 kip for up to 3 people for a taxi from the airport into town. So, that's fine.
There it is.
Here we go.
Who's that?
Mango tango. It's just missing there, so that's nice. $28. It's fine.
Different. Come on, girl. Yeah. Mango knows what's up.
Hey, pumpkin. Hey, baby girl. Okay, thank you.
Alright, in case you're just joining us, Mango's the puppy dog that was staying with us the last 3 nights here in our last video. We're all checked in, we're gonna get settled, and then we'll check back in later. She says 25. This feels so wrong. Like WhatsApping and talking to a company, trying to figure out if they're legit or a scam. To send them our info to get a letter, to then pay a stamping fee. It just, all of it is very worrisome. It's gonna cost $180 US per person for the visa approval letter. Plus, once we're in Hanoi at the airport, we got to pay a $25 US dollar per person stamping fee. So all in, it's going to cost $205 US dollars, $410 US dollars total for both of us to get into Vietnam tomorrow. And we've already paid $25 per person for the e-visas, which still are pending. And we had to pay the $30 per person change fees for the flight for tomorrow with Lao Airlines. So all in, this is going to end up costing us $410 plus $60, $470. Plus this room was what, $30-ish? It cost us $500 for this. That's painful. Okay. Just sent our passport pictures and our flight info to this third-party agency that's going to get us our visa arrival letter or invitation letter before 10 a.m. tomorrow.
For anyone who's interested, we ended up going with Vietnam-visa.com. We also looked at VietnamVisa.com, which also looked legit, but we saw someone on YouTube who had used the Vietnam-Visa website and said it worked, and then we saw several people on TripAdvisor said it was good. Their website was secure. We went to their Facebook and read reviews and then creeped on the profile pictures and pages of the people that left the reviews to make sure they're not bots. I think we've done our due diligence. This is just going to be one of the most expensive mistakes we've ever made.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning, we're going to get our e-visa approval from the actual Vietnam Immigration Center. That's going to be our luck.
That would be really sad. But again, all this is on us. Our fault. So
We got too comfy. I think we were bound to have this happen sooner or later. It seems like a rite of passage for anybody who travels for an extended period of time to get a little too comfortable, have some little self-inflicted wounds, if you will. I learned my lesson.
Okay. I've checked our e-visa status one more time and it's still in processing. Luck is going to have it that we're going to check it in the morning and it'll have cleared after we paid all this. But we just don't have the luxury of banking on that at this point, and it honestly probably won't happen since it's the weekend, so I'm going to go and pay it. Shall I?
Press it.
Yee!
It went through. Okay, we are going to call it a night. We are tired. We're going to go grab some dinner, rest, and we'll check back in the morning to see to see if we got our approval letter. And if we're going to be heading to Hanoi tomorrow. Where should we go for dinner, though?
Pasta place. They make a really nice Aperol spritz.
That sounds good.
Sounds nice. It's not as cheap as the noodle place next door, but we already said our goodbyes to the noodle lady. I don't want to go in there with my head hanging low because we're dum-dums and don't know how to get a visa, so that's my answer.
Night-night. Oh man, I've been WhatsApping the Vietnam visa place this morning because I haven't heard from them. And I just got an email. Well, the first email I got was, I think, a standard template email that said we would get our visa approval letters to Vietnam by March 2nd. And today's the 29th, which is our flight. So I was like, oh no. So I WhatsApped her. And she then sent me another email that said, "This is Jessica who supported your Vietnam visa. I would like to inform you that your visa approval letter is processing and it will be sent to you within 1 hour. It's 9 a.m. So by 10 a.m. it should be here. We'll have it. Then we just need to go get some US dollars, book our flight to Cambodia because we have to have a flight out of Vietnam as well, which we don't have. So we got a few things to do. I am feeling so much better. How are you feeling?
Mostly I'm feeling disheveled because we just got out of bed and we're like, you know what? Let's start knocking out the list. First things first, we gotta eat. So I haven't even showered or anything. I'm a mess, but I feel good. I feel calm. after we paid a lot of money last night to have someone handle it for us, I just thought to myself, all I can do is try to be calm and let them handle it. I have no control until they tell us whether or not they can do it. So we went to dinner last night. We had the most delicious pizza, pasta, cocktails, and we even got dessert, y'all. We just went for it, and it made me feel a little better. And we went to bed, and we woke up, and we just were checking and checking and checking. I got a little nervous when that email came about the 2 days later, but it's fine. That's how I feel. That was a long-winded answer to say I'm good, and now I just want to knock out the rest of the list and get on to Vietnam.
Yo, we just got our visa approval letter. Not even 2 minutes later after talking to y'all.
Right here, time to go.
He looked at me, it's the same guy from yesterday, and he goes, "You got visa already?" And I said, "Yes, I did."
Thank you. Gốc chai.
They let us through security, and they let us out of the country, and now we just need Vietnam to let us in.
Seriously. But first, lounge.
For Thai Airlines on flight MD1031 departing to Bangkok ดอนเมือง Would all remaining passengers please board now at departure gate number 3 immediately? Thank you. Please listen carefully to the sensors which are located in front of yours. If you're not willing to respond to phone service going in the event of emergency, please find a flight attendant to assist you. Captain, sometimes I like to make sure that
Made it. How you feeling?
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Good.
I think we've worn these masks well past their prime,
Yeah.
but that's all right. Also, they keep the airplanes a lot warmer now than normal to try to, I guess, keep the coronavirus from living if it is on board anywhere. So a little muggy, I guess, in those masks.
Let's go.
That's good.
Come on.
yesterday and today were just crazy. Like, what was funny is we weren't even gonna film it. We were on our way to the airport yesterday, and Ashley was like, "We're gonna film travel day?" Nah. And then for some reason, I just started filming it. We decided to, and I'm kind of glad we did because I feel like in a few months we're gonna look back on this and just laugh.
It's a moment. I don't know if I'll like guffaw or anything, but it's an interesting moment, and I'm glad we recorded it.
Yeah.
And shared it with all of you guys. The main takeaway is you can do an e-visa, no problem. You just need to give yourself, I would honestly say, a week or two to be totally safe. If you are on a deadline and it's a weekday, you're in luck. Call a service, they can get you stuff in like 2 hours.
Yep.
Weekend, it's probably going to take you longer as it did for us. So,
Right.
but in the end,
It all
we
worked
are,
out.
like Jordan said earlier, we are very privileged. Money makes the world go round, and it made ours stay on track this time.
Yeah, we
To
were.
mix metaphors. But anyway,
Yeah.
good night, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Keep going places.